Hello everybody, welcome back to Wolfeei Extras. Today we're going to be doing the MCC29 Teams Day 2 reveals, just reacting to them and talking about them. A lot of people showed up for the one yesterday, so hello everyone who's new, or if you've been around, welcome back. Hopefully I'll see you guys back for this video. Let's get started immediately. Cyan Coyotes, JoJo Solos, Rambu, Smager, and G Nelly. Very cool team. It feels a bit repetitive. Maybe it's because the JoJo Rambu duo did happen last event. Regardless, very cool team. It'll work really well. I'm very excited to see how it goes. But yeah, cool team. We'll see how it does. Next up, Aqua Axolotls, H-Bomb 94. I think that's the correct number. Dave Kratzy, Cup Fan, and False Symmetry. This team is really good, or at least looks really scary. Dave is put as the second best player on a team, which hasn't happened in a long time, I think, which is great for him, but damn, this team is good. it reminds me a bit, I'm pretty sure this team has happened with probably SB737, oh it did happen, SB737, Illumina, Cup-Fan, False, very broken team. Illumina, H-Bomb, Illumina's a bit better, but H-Bomb, close. Dave and SB, pretty similar skills, so this team is really good. It's really strong. But regardless, very excited to see how it goes. H-Bomb with Hermits, Dave getting a not very traditional Dave team, which I think is nice, very interesting. But yeah, next up. So hypothetically, what if Fire Breathman was back in the in MCC? Shane is the newcomer for this event. Spoilers, he's the only technically newcomer, even though he has played before, but just not a full canon event. Fire Breathman, AMZ, Shovel, Elena is the team. This is definitely the weakest team in the event. However, it's a good vibes, cool team. Excited to see how it goes. I think the reason why it's so broken is why it's so underpowered is because I think Shane's average is ridiculously high because of underdogs, and I think it might not have been adjusted, which is an oversight. But I mean, there's not really much to do about it now. Cool team, good vibes. I'm pretty sure everyone on this team is familiar with each other, at least to a certain extent. So yeah, excited to see Shane back. Very happy for him. I've been teasing him a little bit throughout the last week, saying that he's probably in, and he kept denying it, but I was right. And I even predicted that it would be with AMZ, because AMZ was apparently had a weak team, and I was going to assume that if Shane got in, his team would probably be a bit lower skilled. But that's cool. Very cool team, and excited to see how it goes. Next up, Purple Pandas, Foolish coming out of nowhere. He apparently lied. Look, some of my friends called me out for saying that Foolish wasn't in, and then he's in, for George not being in, and then he's in. I get my info from Reddit. If my info is wrong, they're wrong. Don't blame me. I mean, I'm just a beacon to spread the news. Either way, this team is very good. Very happy to see it. This is probably my top 3 for me in this event for favorite teams. Puns, Foolish, Ponk, Michael McChill. Puns, Foolish duo that's happened before. Very well received duo. Very cool duo. Ponk coming off of, I think, Underdogs as his most recent events, where he got 5th, which I don't know how that'll translate to regular MCCs now, but he did really good. So maybe we'll see Ponk get top 10, close to top 10. And then Michael. Michael's always great to have on a team. We love Michael. So yeah, very cool team. Very happy to see it. And the final team for MCC29 is the Pink Parrots, Antfrost, Tubbo, Beckymon, and Good Times with Scar. Finally, Tubbo gets his duo with Scar. Antfrost always works well with both Hermits and with Tubbo. And then Becky and Tubbo is a very good duo, makes a lot of sense. This is a cool team. Also top 3 teams for me, probably. Actually, maybe my top 3 is I don't know what my top 3 really is. I'll go over it at the end, but I like it a lot. It's a cool team. Glad to see another Hermit on the Pink Parrots. It's always nice to see that. And yeah, W team. Very excited to see how well it does. Ant's coming into MCC29 with a potential road to S tier. He's doing real good. He's been performing well in many events. Tubbo, always good. Doesn't practice, but he's, regardless, always very good. Becky's still pretty new to the event, but Becky is very good at Minecraft, so we'll see how well she does. And Scar, who is one of the better hermits, I think, at this point, maybe. I could be wrong. I could totally be wrong, but he's had some pretty good performances. He's improved very quickly. So yeah, very, very glad to see those being the teams for this season. I personally would have liked to see an extra 1 or 2 newcomers, but that is my personal preference. I imagine a lot of people will share that opinion, but we cannot expect too much, especially at this point in MCC, where the roster is so well developed. So yeah, just glad to see that the teams are, every team is good. There's no team that I think is bad. I think all of them are solid. But my top teams, like my favorite teams, at least top 3 favorite teams are Yellow. I'm a big fan of Yellow. I love Yellow. Great team. I don't know how good it is now. Having seen some of the other teams, not sure how well it will do. I'm hoping it's going to do well. But yeah, big fan of Yellow. Let's see. Obviously, I like Blue. Shane being an MCC is always great. Always going to support my friend. So yeah, this one is in my top 4. Probably 4th. Just because I would have liked to see Shane get a stronger team. But it's a cool team regardless. Purple's in my top 3. Big fan of this team. Cool team. And Pink's in my top 3. So yeah, second half of team reveals have been pretty good. And that's basically it. This is the entire thing. Someone on Reddit said that Hannah confirmed that she was in. She is not in. Not sure what Reddit's trying to cook, but they're forgetting the recipe, so I don't know what they're doing. Grian not in. Bit surprised. He might be away. Sylvie not in. Bit surprised. And then everyone else down here. So yeah, let me know what you think about these teams. I personally think... actually, I'll probably do a prediction video relatively soon to look into it a bit more. I think Aqua is very scary. I think Purple is very scary. Those are going to be probably my top 2 at this point. Aqua and Purple are very scary. It just depends on how well they work as a team. But I think a lot of these teams have a good shot at making it to Dodgeball. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys probably soon. Goodbye!